Listen, man. So today on Deepwoken, I am finally bringing out my flame build that I have made on stream. People have been telling me like, Nano, how'd you make this build? Yada yada yada. Link will be in the description down below on how I actually did make this build, so you can follow that. But basically, this is just your average tryhard Flamecharm build with some Shadowcast talent. Here are the stats for this build right here. I'm pretty sure you can tweak this build to be even tankier if you went 50 fortitude after trial. So if you did some optimization for this build and actually went fortitude after shrine instead of before shrine and got everything that I have still, then you could actually make this build work. But I'm gonna go ahead and show off all the talents real quick for this build that you want. Okay, I don't think this build is actually missing any type of talents at all, so you should be fine, except for the Dawn Walker. You need to max out Dawn Walker. But yeah, here are all the stats here for this build. Oh yeah, I am missing out on the bomb talent that gives you 5 HP, so you definitely want that. And then I'm also missing out on Warrior Respite 2. I accidentally counted the rares wrong when making this build, but do not worry, in the build link it should have all the rares that you need, so you should be fine on that. We go to the summary here though. You get 80 from talents, 85 if you have the bomb talent, obviously, and this build comes out with 515 health. If you focused more on fortitude, like I said, again, this could round up to like, I think like 525 HP, so that's pretty nice. And then before shrine, you want to make sure you get Blood Shadow, okay, Dark Hours, Dark Rift, and where's it at? Fear is really nice. Okay, those are the only shadow talents that you want. And yes, I do stack risky moves with Dark Rift, because if you didn't know, they both have separate cooldowns. So if your Dark Rift is on cooldown, risky move will proc, and if your risky moves is on cooldown, Dark Rift will proc, okay, because they have separate cooldowns. So risky moves plus Dark Rift is actually good. And honestly, I don't even like observation nowadays. I feel like dodging is way too easy in this game anyway, so you should never run observation anymore. I would go 3 proficiency for this build instead of Song Chant, because back in the day, Song Chant actually scaled off your burn damage. So since it doesn't scale off your burn damage anymore, there's really no point of going Song Chant on a flame build, because flame does damage off burn, okay? Your base flame monsters, like if I was to hit somebody with like Flame Assault, Fire Palm, Burning Servants, Ash Lamb, you know, they do okay damage, okay? Damage obviously comes from your burn. Now, Master's Flourish will do damage, obviously, but honestly, I feel like 3 proficiency is so much better with this build, especially since I have Detonation. Detonation, explosive damage is gonna scale off your proficiency. Explosive Flourish will scale off your proficiency. When you have Flame Emperor on and you M1 somebody, that explosion damage is going to scale off your proficiency too. So there's just a lot that will scale off proficiency in compared to Song Chant. All right, and then I recommend having a Shattered Katana 3-star damage with Blazing. Okay, you can rock Blazing or Detonation. This is supposed to have Blazing on it. I never tried this build with Blazing, but I know Blazing Azure Flames is really nice. So those are the 2 best enchants I recommend on the Azure Flames build. Okay, Detonation is obviously nice because when you detonate people, that's a proc, and then on top of that, you can stack your Final Act Explosion and your Emperor Flame Explosion. It's just a bunch of explosions, so that's why Detonation is good. But you know, Blazing is also super good too on Azure Flames, because that fire damage is crazy, especially with the deep fire ring. You definitely want a deep fire ring too. I forgot to mention that. Here's the deep fire ring. Okay, all right, so now I'm going to show you all of my modifications. Okay, 3 perfect lens on the Ash Lamb, really nice. Burning Servants, you want 3 drift shard, 3 rush shards, and 1 stratus. Now you want a blue gem on this, but if you don't want Burning Servants, because Burning Servants after the end lag nerf, it's kind of mid now, but it's still good. I see a lot of good people still using it, but it's honestly personal preference. You either want Burning Servants or Fireforge. Okay, they're both posture breaking fire mantra moves. It's just up to personal preference on what you want. Or you can switch out Fire Palm for Fireforge too. If you just want Fireforge somewhere, I recommend either swapping out Burning Servants or Fire Palm. But when making this build, you definitely want to go ahead and pick up Fireforge so that you can get Warding Radiance, which is really nice, and Hell's Partisan too. Okay, so anyways, that's 3 Cloud Stones on this. You can actually put 3 Stratus, but I didn't have 3 Stratus. Fire Palm with 3 Cloud Stones and Wildfire. You want Wildfire because it actually does make your Fire Palm have more range. It's really nasty. So Timmy's right here. I can Fire Palm him, and it's that far, as you can see. Let's see here. Flame Assault, you want these modifications right here because it's going to make it super big, and the range on it is insane. So I could be facing this way, and I will still hit Timmy. Look at how big that Flame Assault is. It's really nice for proccing Final Act after a Flourish. Okay, and then Master's Flourish, obviously 2 Glass Stones for the range. Bloodless. Flame Leap has an Insignia gem with a Reversal Spark. This is really nice for just spamming your combos and stuff. So I can Flame Leap, right, into a Flame Assault, into like a Radiant Kick, and I can do that all quickly. It's super, super nice. Reinforce is level 2 with the blue gem. I have Reinforce on for Blood Shadow. You're gonna see in this clip right here, the Blood Shadow healing is crazy in Chime, boys. It's super crazy. I literally can just heal a bar off people, and you know, in those like tight little parry trades where nobody's getting hit like a good 20 seconds or so, Blood Shadow is going to proc, and it's going to take their health, which is nice. Flame Whisk, 3 Eternal Logstones with the blue gem. You can put Aeon Logstones too to stack it, but I didn't have any Aeons, so yeah. And then Radiant Kick as a Blessed Gem. You want to spam Radiant Kick as much as possible. It's your only posture breaking move. Well, the only move that does a lot of posture besides like Burning Servant. Radiant Kick's super nice for just posture break. All right, y'all, so I have my friend Timmy here to show y'all the damage values because he has a flame build. Do you have any Song Chant at all?
No, I got 0 Song Chant.
Okay, so he has 0 Song Chant versus my 3 Song Chant, and you're just gonna see that, I mean, Song Chant really doesn't really make a difference. So go ahead and Ash Slam me.
All right.
I'm gonna try to roll out this burn damage as soon as possible here. That's gonna do 6% to me, okay? I'm gonna Ash Slam you now, and then just roll out the burn damage as soon as possible. How much did that do?
That did 8%. What the
8%.
hell?
So yeah, y'all, 2% increase for the Song Chant. Honestly, it's really not worth it. Like I said again, I'd rather just go proficiency. You want to put 3 into proficiency here. All right, go ahead and Burning Servants me, yeah. All right. So people usually only get hit by the first part there. That's gonna do what, 10%? Let me go ahead and Burning Servants you now. Go ahead and roll.
That did 8%.
8%. So yeah, see, like I do less for some reason. But my point is, Song Chant is pretty much just useless on fire. So you don't even want it. He probably had Ready or Not on, but like I said again, Song Chant is just really useless on fire. Just rock 3 proficiency. I've had 3 proficiency with the fire build, and I heal just as much with the Bloodless, okay? Because if you didn't notice, I do have Bloodless on a lot of moves, and with 3 proficiency, I still heal a lot from Ash Slam. I still heal a lot from Master's Flourish, and I still heal a lot from Fire Pump. All right, y'all. So before I go ahead and show off these Chime matches, it's only going to be like 2 because servers have been trashed recently. That's why I couldn't get this video out, because every single time I queue up for Deepwoken Chime now, they put me in a server that I don't want to be in. I don't know why. Roblox, they got to do better, bro. Like, I keep getting Germany servers when I queue up for East Coast NA. I don't know. I really, honestly do not know why. Anyways, I want to go ahead and show off some combos that you can do before I show off these Chime matches so you know how to play this build, okay? The first combo that you can do is pressing M1 and Burning Service at the same time. It's going to feint your M1, so your opponent's going to try to parry it, and then they just get guard broken, okay? So it's not an instant guard break, but usually when you're parry trading and stuff, it gets off the guard break. So let me go ahead and hit your posture like twice to me, okay? And then I'm just going to do this now. And it didn't guard break him, but it's still really nice to proc your Warding Radiance and then your Cloak. So after your Cloak, you can hit them once, Flame Assault, and it's not true as you can see, but if you hit them once and then just Flame Assault afterwards or Fire Palm afterwards, that's gonna proc double explosions. Another thing I like doing too is fainting, hit, and then Radiant Kick. Usually if they dodge the feint, Radiant Kick is so fast they will get caught up in the Radiant Kick. And then the last 2 tricks I have up my sleeve is canceling a Master's Flourish, hitting, and then using Master's Flourish again. That's gonna do some big damage too. And then the last combo I want to show off is fainting Ash Slam into another Ash Slam. This is just a really nasty combo, so watch this. As you can see, they can still hold block, but it will ragdoll them, so you can go into like I'll go ahead and show that interaction off again against Timmy. So there's a lot of things you can go off of when you land the Ash Slam. If they want to keep holding block, you can Radiant Kick to drain their posture even more. You can Flame Leap. You can do a lot of stuff. So you can Flame Leap here into like a Radiant Kick, and then just spam your monsters, right? Like this build, if you dead ass just spam all your monsters, you're good to go. Like you can just go into the Flame Assault, big hitbox, Flame Leap, you know, Fire Palm. Don't sleep on Fire Palm too. All right, once the Flame Emperor Cloak is on, just remember to hit, and then always proc Final Act, okay? Every single time you land a Flourish, your Final Act is able to be procced. So you want to go ahead and proc Final Act. Basically, just use a Flame Mantra after landing a Flourish, all right? I'm going to go into the Chime gameplay, though, now. This build is super strong. Let me know how you feel about it. Dark Rift is really nice. It's just a free ghost, basically. And then Blood Shadow is really nice, too. So you have all those tools on top of all of the good fire mantras. You're good to go, bro. Like, this build is super nasty.
is now or never.
Fist of a guy like Rock Lee. Leg weight all can't stop me. Drunken fist at top speed. 8 gates flow get bodied.